Hi, welcome to Letters to Lisa. I'm so glad you're here today. I wanted to talk a little bit about emotions, right? It's kind of a dangerous subject because, well, for me, I can get volatile sometimes. I know I can. And I get a lot of letters from women who are asking for advice on anger and depression and just feeling hopeless. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about what I do when those things well up in me. I know, first of all, in God's Word, in Jeremiah 17:9, it says, the heart is deceitful above all things. And I take that seriously. I know, and I know from experience, that you cannot believe what your heart tells you. It's okay to feel the emotions. You really, I would say, I don't know if my husband would say, but I would say I can't help it, what I'm feeling. But what I can help is what I'm acting on and whether I act on it. And so what I do when, say, something comes up, a really good thing that comes up with me, is I will be dealing with a discipline situation with a child. Maybe it's an older child who's struggling with lying or not doing their chores or something, and it's been something we've dealt over and over, and I will feel that angry frustration kind of welling up. What I will do is I will not decide on a discipline at that moment when I'm feeling that. I'll be like, what did you just do? And when we iron out what they did and I'm feeling so frustrated over it, I will be like this. I mean, my kids have all seen it. I'll just be like, we're having this confrontation, and all of a sudden I'll be like, and I'll just make myself like stop, and I'll be staring at him for a second. And what I'm saying in my mind at that moment is, don't respond in anger. Think about a disciplinary consequence that is reasonable and not just based on your frustration. They should be able to count on getting the same kind of result from you every time. And if you let your emotions in there, then they won't be able to count on that and trust you. And then you'll say things like, well, we're not going to Disney World this year because you just lied to me. And it's too much, and it just was based on your emotion, and you have to go back and change it. So stop and think. I'll do the same thing if my mother-in-law frustrates me or a friend hurts my feelings. Instead of lashing out, and I will make myself stop and just tell myself this is just a feeling. Maybe it deserves a reaction and maybe it doesn't, but I want to do that thoughtfully and with wisdom. And so I will make myself stop and think, okay, hold that thought. What I'm feeling right now, I will not necessarily be feeling in 24 hours. And so don't act on it. Wait for 24 hours. And then if you think that you still need to respond in some way, then do it then. So that's my advice, is to slow down, realize that your feelings are not anything that you can depend on, even though sometimes they're joyful. Enjoy them, but don't act on them or make decisions on them. So that's my advice for today, and I really hope it helps. Come back and see me, and stop by the blog.